everyone, welcome to another episode of Driven. I'm Angela Kreig with Dagley Insurance, and today I've got with me Jeff Robertson. Hello, Jeff Robertson.
Hello, everybody.
Hello. Jeff Robertson, he is a district director for Fathom Realty and a realtor. Jeff, how long have you been in real estate?
I've been in real estate since 2008, so came from...
That was not a great time to get into real estate.
No, I mean, I kind of question my sanity sometimes with getting into real estate during the housing crisis. You probably still do question your sanity. I probably do, yes, and every single day.
And your wife might
I think
also
my wife
question
definitely
your
questions
sanity.
my sanity. I mean, she knows I've got quirks, but yeah. You know, I always say to agents, like, hey, you know, you can get through a tough time or something, you'll just be better in the long run. My favorite part on both sides really is just helping people. As far as a real estate agent, you know, I've interviewed and recruited a lot of agents over the years, and you know, one of the biggest red flags to me when I'm recruiting somebody is you know, I always ask them, hey, why'd you get into real estate? And if they say for the money, then that's kind of a red flag for me.
So people really say that?
Yeah, people do say that. Yeah, it's kind of nuts, but and I get it. I mean, like, everybody wants to be self-employed and successful and those types of things, but that really shouldn't be the reason why you get into real estate or any kind of career.
Anything really.
You're just going to be miserable. You know, I got into real estate to help people. It seemed like a fun, cool job. I'll remember, like, I got laid off. I was in the oil and gas industry.
Okay, I was going to ask, what did you do before real estate?
And it was just very corporate. And I remember I was taking a jog around the village in Dallas, and I was talking to a buddy of mine, and he just said, hey, have you ever thought about getting your real estate license? And that just, I was like, you know, I never thought about that. But
are you still friends with that guy?
Yeah, I am.
Did you recruit him over to Fathom?
No, he's not in real estate, actually.
Okay.
So he's a good buddy of mine, and you know, he still reminds me to this day that he's the one that got me into real estate.
Yeah, so, I think those people are so important. Yeah. I mean, you seriously, if he would have never said that, you just never know where you'd be. And did you thank him? Does he know about your award? So Jeff was just recognized. He received the CEO award from the CEO of Fathom, and he was the winner for the year. It was announced at the Leadership Summit that they recently had. And so what did you had no idea that you were going to be the winner? No idea. Yeah, I mean, what if you were like away from the computer or something when they announced your name? That would have been bad, and I'm kind of lucky that I dressed up. Luckily, you know, it was a virtual leadership summit, so they can only see, like, you know, from the waist up, so they didn't see the sweatpants I was wearing, okay, you know, down below. But yeah, I mean, luckily I had an actual collared shirt on there, but I had no idea. Very, very honored to be recognized. I identify with all the agents that, you know, struggle the first couple years, because it's definitely difficult. It's not HGTV, kids. It is not HGTV. It is not. But if you had your own HGTV show, what would that look like? Oh man, probably a lot of dad jokes, because I do like dad jokes quite a bit. Don't put me on the spot, because I can't think of a dad joke. Okay, I can't remember any. Yeah, jokes right ever. Now, but why did the frog cross the road? I don't know. He wanted to show he had guts. Oh, poor frog. I'll be here all week. But my son actually told me that one. So you've got a son, you've got beautiful wife, Jamie. Hi, Jamie. J and J. J squared. So cute. And what's something that people might be surprised to know about you? Probably the biggest thing is I was in a heavy metal band for several years. So back in a long time ago, back in my in Dallas? Yes. Yeah, late teens, early 20s. Were you a singer? I was a singer, so yes. So you screamed? I like to call it... When I think of metal, I mean, it's screaming. Yeah, I mean, there was definitely some screaming, but I kind of like to think of myself as more of a melodic singer. It's kind of weird. Like, I still have those days where I do like want to crank up some metal. When you were growing up, what did you
what did you want to be?
When I was growing up, I wanted to be a professional baseball player. I wanted to be shortstop for the Texas Rangers. They could still use...
That's very specific.
Yeah, I mean, they could have used some shortstops over the years. So, and another thing that I may have done if the paths had crossed, I've always been really into like crime shows and especially like detective shows. So, I think like a detective or something would be cool.
Well, you've definitely found your niche in real estate.
Yeah. Yeah, strange path, a long path, but hey, I love it. So
let's ask some fun questions here that I ask all of my guests. What was your first car?
My first car was a Buick Regal.
Okay.
No, actually, no, it wasn't. No, it was a Mercury Cougar. The Buick Regal was the second car. So Mercury Cougar, and I remember it had like the seat belts that like automatically went into place, and I thought that was the coolest thing ever.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah.
Okay, we got your first car. So then what's your dream car? Because we're in a Maserati right now, pretty fancy. I don't really know where you go from here. Is there somewhere else you go from here? Or is this is it? Like, this is what you wanted?
I mean, Maserati was definitely up there. I mean, I'd have to say like a Lamborghini or something crazy like that. Well, I'm not a huge car person, but yeah.
Are you a morning person or are you more of a night owl?
I am definitely a night owl. I'm kind of both. I'm one of those people that doesn't sleep a lot.
So movies or books? Are you a big reader?
I am a reader. I don't really have any books. I like true crime quite a bit. So I don't do the actual paperback books. I'll download them onto iBooks and read that way. And I read a lot of band stuff. If
you could just jump on a plane tomorrow and go anywhere, where would you go?
Oh man, so many places. Probably Greece. I still haven't been to Italy. I have been to Europe. I've been to Spain and France, but I am going next year to Amsterdam, Brussels, and London, so that'll be cool.
Oh, that'll be great.
I want to go to see Iceland too.
Yeah.
With the Northern Lights.
All right, if you could give advice, let's shift back into real estate. We're going to close it out. If you could give advice to someone thinking about getting their real estate license, or maybe some new people that are newer in the business, what would you tell them?
There's a few things I'd tell them. Prepare to work hard. It's the most rewarding job in the entire world. It really is so fantastic to like be able to kind of run your own schedule and be self-employed, but also the feeling you get when you hand the keys off to a first-time home buyer, where you get to call somebody and tell them that their offer got accepted, or even just the negotiations parts is fun. But it's not like HGTV. Like any business, you do have to make sure you give yourself time and work the processes, and if you work hard and you care about people and you serve them, you'll be successful. So there has to be passion. There has to be passion and a love of getting out there and working hard, but each year it gets a little bit easier. So
is there something that you do every day that keeps you on track and helps with your success?
Yeah, so I used to I'll write like lists and everything, and I'm not a huge list person, but I'll write the 15-20 things I want to accomplish that day. And I do think anybody that owns a small business, but especially real estate agents, because I can talk to that, but go out and buy yourself a prospect board. It's one of the best things that you can ever buy. It's just a chalkboard or a dry erase board, and put it into 3 different categories: prospects, active, and then under contract or closed. That can really kind of set your day. And then never forget about marketing either, because a lot of agents do the kind of the roller coaster thing where they market a lot, they get business, and then they get really busy with those clients and they stop their marketing, and then it goes down, and then they have to go back up, and it's just a constant roller coaster ride. So make a marketing plan, put it on paper where it's like a monthly thing of the 4 or 5 things that you're going to do that are going to be business producing strategies, and don't overwhelm yourself too. That's kind of
that's easy. That's very easy to do. So I have 2 more questions for you.
Sure.
Who would you say has had the biggest impact on who you are today?
Oh man,
there's so many people. I mean, I'd have to, my father, I mean, for sure. I'm an only child.
I'm an only child.
All right,
What?
only children. Yes, Christmas. All right, we don't have to share. No. I mean, my mom too. My mom has a PhD. She's an anthropologist. But my mom was doing a lot of thesis work and stuff when I was a kid. So my dad used to have a photography shop, and I used to travel around with him, and he'd take pictures of. This is back when he took pictures of college football teams mostly.
That is so neat.
This is back when they did like the action shots, you know, like this, you know, and everything was, you know, a dark room and
that's
all
really
that.
cool.
So my father for sure, he's just a great guy, great human, and you know, he's always just been there to support me. Both my parents have. I'm very, very lucky because I'm very close. So
me too.
But I would say my father for sure, because he really taught me how to be a dad, and you know, how to just love my son unconditionally, even when he's throwing fits about silly things, you know, and support him and love him. And so my dad. And
last question, what drives you every day to be the best you can be for your agents that are within your district, for your community, for your family, for your wife and your kid? What drives you every day?
The thing that drives me every day is really just serving others and helping people. My passion really was training and developing, and so you know, especially with my agents, it's just so cool to see so many agents, you know, have a point in their lives where they really wanted to be self-employed and have their own business, and maybe they weren't having success at the brokerage they were at previously, and to coach them and mentor them. I did a lot of mentoring, and you know, I have a few really cool stories. Like, you know, I had an agent, one of my very top producers. She's won multiple top producer awards, the very top producer award in Collin County. But you know, she came from Paris, France. Didn't know anybody here besides her husband. Started out in real estate. You know, she'd been here all of like a couple months, and you know, she killed it. First year she did, you know, I think 40 transactions or something, and like 6 or 7 million. By the second year, she was out producing her mentor, which I told her was not allowed.
Congratulations again on the CEO award.
Thank you.
It's very exciting. I really appreciate your time today, and although you're not an actual rock star, you are a rock star realtor. I've been waiting to say that.
Oh, that's great.
Right?
That's great.
So,
yeah.
Jeff, thank you so much for coming on Driven. Thank you for tuning in to another episode of Driven. I'm Angela Kreig with Dagley Insurance for all your insurance needs. And stay driven, everybody.
Bye.